Hello, and welcome back to our Rule the Waves 3 playthrough of Japan starting in 1890, Pacific Empire. Now, we're still at war with old China here. They recently finished construction of a battleship, which we promptly sank. That would be this one here, the Xi Ning. I think that's a Xi Ning? Signing? I'm not sure. But it's pretty much just another Ting Yuan class battleship that popped itself out here in the middle of the war and got sunk a doodle dood. So that was that. So they're back down to 0 battleships, which means maybe no more contesting our attempts to land, our attempts to invade. We are still invading or attempting to invade over here in China. We have changed our target to, as I call it, Huawei. I know that's can't possibly be correct, but that's simply because the Liaotong Peninsula no longer within my invasion range. I'm not sure why it allowed me to try to begin with. So who knows? Anywho. Let's make a backup of the game. I think we did this anyway, but we're doing it in slot number 3 here, because number 2 is still that old save from before this most recent patch they did. And we're going to start pressing the button, see how we do here. Fleet battle. They decline, gives us 2,000 victory points. Convoy defense, we'll be defending a convoy. They decline, 1,200. Convoy attack, they decline, 1,200. Cruiser action, 500. Convoy defense. Looks like we will be defending the old convoy here with a couple of heavy cruisers. So let's see how we do. We don't have control of our cruisers just yet, and they're sailing away. Well, that's kind of cool. They were sailing away from the convoy, but as it turns out, that's actually fine because they're sailing towards the supposed enemy. We do have an AMC tagging along here. And our goal is really just play interference. We're keeping ourselves at 12 knots on the cruising speed for now. Just saving up our engines for that mad rush you make to get close to start launching torpedoes and getting off your little broadside salvos of the secondary guns. So we'll just shoot for now, and we will remain in between them and the convoy, which is escaping to the north. And we could even angle a little bit more southeast here. And just close the range slightly. Now let's start going more east. Because they do have us outnumbered 3-1. Not counting the AMC with its 2 4-inch guns. Let's see, we scored allegedly a 6-inch hit on the heavy cruiser, but it has 4 inches of belt armor. I don't have much optimism as far as that punching through. Another hit with a 5-inch gun. We are straddling. We straddled with the 7-inch gun. There's a hit with the 7-inch gun. Let's take it up to 15 knots now. We don't want them to get around us and get in and amongst the convoy. There we go. We turned to present our broadside to them and backed them off a bit. It'd be pretty sweet if that 7-inch shell hit was something critical on them, but don't think so. Do not think so. There's a hit. Didn't quite see what it was, but it hit is a hit. We'll take it. And it's just chasing them away. Currently 6:13 in the evening, or 18:15, I guess, 18:17 at this point. And we're just waiting for night to fall. Just waiting for night to fall so we can call this off. You know, we could probably go up to, it's a 6-inch hit. Another one. Let's go up to max -2 and start closing the distance a little bit here. They have 12 5-inch guns. That's actually kind of dangerous. And their 8-inch cannons are nothing to sneeze at either. We are taking some hits. How are we doing here? 12% damage. Just a little bit of flooding. I think we took a belt hit at some point. But we are scoring more hits on them than they are on us, even though they have the advantage of numbers here. I'm going to start going 2 minutes at a time now. We are scoring hits in between there, and we're straddling with the 7-inch guns, which means we're getting close. We are getting close. Straddling, 6-inch gun, 3-inch hits. And I think the convoy is well away at this point. So we could actually, if we really wanted to, if we were afraid of losing this, which we're not at this point, we could always go to maximum speed and try to zoom away somewhere, but we're actually kind of... Alright, the bearings are starting to overheat. Let's go see, we're kind of in the advantage here. Max -2 is now 15. I feel like we're kind of winning this duel. Well, it's reporting light damage on their ship. I guess we can just chase them now. Present our starboard side to their ship. You know what? It's nighttime. Let's go to maximum speed and see if we can't close in for a torpedo attack in the dark here, in the twilight. Well, now it's dark. But it appears that we are faster than them. Conserving our engines may have helped us out. Let's maneuver so we don't get torpedoed ourselves. Back down to max -2. There's a hit with a 7-inch gun, allegedly. Another one. We are point blank here. Alright, do we have a bow-mounted torpedo? It looks like we probably do. Let's fire it and hope for the best. And we'll fire off a port side torpedo. Oops, I hate that. Port side and go. Oh, we hit him with a torpedo and capsized him. Alright, back down to cruise speed. And we will head home to Sasebo. I guess it would behoove me at some point to learn how to pronounce these port names, wouldn't it? Cool. We took a light damage. I just want to see. Oh, wow. The torpedo hit the magazine. It did not capsize them, and it just straight up hit the magazine. I'm looking here at 7-inch secondary battery hit, 7-inch turret hit. Okay. So we did score some 7-inch hits. That's kind of cool. Exit battle. We'll take a prestige from that. Thank you. In -1 heavy cruiser for the enemy. Let's see here. This guy's average. He's a loose cannon. He's presented a suggestion for new gunnery training. We're already doing gunnery. This schedule was devised by an expert, which is me. And we're doing gunnery and torpedoes. So we don't need to do gunnery. We don't need to do more gunnery. I'm already doing it. You're stealing my ideas. So our technology sharing with Russia has been a benefit. Explosive shells. Nice. We're getting some increased shell damage now with Melanite. We have unlocked 11-inch naval guns. Invasion of Huawei is delayed. We're still being raided, unfortunately. They have a lot of raiders out there. Quite a few. Like half their heavy cruiser force is raiding us, as a matter of fact. All right, ships under construction. We have the Fuji, which is 7 months away. The Suzy is 7 months away. I really wanted to design some heavy cruisers. So let's do that for a minute here. Oops, wrong button. Design ship. We're going to design some heavy cruisers. Look, it's giving us light cruisers. Am I hitting the wrong button here? Look, more light cruisers. What the heck is going on here? Well, I guess we're not going to design heavy cruisers for a minute. We're just going to leave this as is. And we'll go to the next turn. Cruiser action out in the Yellow Sea. We'll take it. This is the Azumi. This is kind of a mix and match starter division that we have here. And we start right on top of them, and it's morning. We start with control, so let's turn off our torpedoes. Kind of unfortunate that our lead ship in this formation is the one that doesn't have 4 torpedo launchers, so no bow torpedo. But we do have the numbers advantage. All right, let's go up to squad maximum. Close the distance. We're only going at 19 knots. We're not going to catch these guys. Look how far. Look on them. They're just maintaining their distance. Actually, they're okay. We're too slow. This division is too slow. All right, back down to cruise speed. We're just going to go home. It was a nice effort, but maybe this squadron could go on trade protection or something. I'll take a look at the speeds of the other ships. Yeah, let's end the scenario. Exit the battle. Oh, causing food shortages and privations in China. Crush them completely, please. No. Well, we get 4 value. We don't get Formosa, unfortunately. But we can take Hainan, which gives us a springboard into Southeast Asia. Formosa would have been preferable, but we'll take this. And the war is over. The budget's reduced. We gain turrets and gun mountings. Nice. Gradual rate of fire improvement. Excellent. Now, tonnage on foreign stations. How are we going to handle this? We're going to go into our heavy cruisers, of course. We're going to pick the slowest one, the Tokawa. Then we're going to put you on foreign station. Off you go. Get out of here, Buster. We still have 5 corvettes. Okay. We're okay. Monthly balance is fine as it is. It's going to start chipping away into the funding that we have, but that is a-okay. So base capacity down here, we're going to build naval bases to increase our capacity. That's also going to chip away at our funding. But hey, we gained Shanghai. And we gained Hainan. Save the game. You know what? For a first war, not too shabby. We gradual accuracy improvements. And look at that. The US and Spain are still fighting. One battle every 5 months, or I guess. Spain lost a heavy cruiser, US lost a light. As you do. As you do. We're spying on. Let's actually turn off the spying on China to save some money. And we'll put our spying into Great Britain because they'll have the tech that we want. Let's see. We're getting all kinds of good stuff from this technology sharing with Russia. So it's like that. Let's lower. Let's go down to low spying on China. They just finished a battleship. I think this is just another Ting Yuan class. That's fine. Okay. Prime Minister floats the idea of a gunnery competition. This will increase morale and combat readiness. It will increase maintenance this month. We'll do it. That's fine. We'll lose some money, but it's for the fleet, for the fleet, for the fleet, for the morale. Great Britain and Italy are now allies. We're not going to be dragged into troubles with others. If anything, we want trouble with Spain. Spain has a lot of possessions out this way that we. Okay. This is revolution in China. We're going to get budget. We're going to get prestige. We're going to get double tension. And I think that is with the 4 majors. So let's see. Yes. Okay. But that's going to start creeping back down anyhow due to the there's always, after a war ends, like tensions go down due to the recent war. I saw a message. Okay, that was it. I saw one of our ship names pop up there. And I was like, what the heck is going on? Labor problems would delay the construction of the Shima. Okay. We're going to protest to keep our budget and hopefully send at least one of these into the yellow on our tension. Hey, we can build destroyers. Nope, no yellow tension yet. But now we can build some 300-ton destroyers. We're not going to build many. We'll build like maybe 8 of them. Normally I'd build like 4. I'd build like 1 squadron of these tiny little destroyers just so that you have them as a technology. But we're Japan. We are capable of doing sneak attacks. So we have 2 torpedo mounts. It's a speed engine, and you know what? Let's put the speed down to 26. It's going to be kind of slow. It's short range. Speed priority with cramped accommodations. We can go down to a 2-inch gun, and that's fine. What if we go up to normal accommodation? That's 9 tons overweight. All right, back to cramped. So suggest a name. Akikazi. That'll do. These are we're just keeping them basically in port probably most of the time. Well, all the time. And they'll come out if we have a sneak attack somehow, I guess. And we're getting close to doing 400-ton destroyers. If that pops up, we'll scrap our designs and just go with 400-tonners. So let's start building 4 of these to start with. There you go, look at that. 4 destroyers underway. And if we get the 400-tonners, we'll start building those instead, and we'll scrap those. And our new battleships are arriving. All right, so there's going to go into the first division. The two Fusos, we're going to throw you into the third battle division, and the Fujis go into the first battle division. And what do we get? We get 2 knots more speed. They're bigger. Their armor is probably worse. 7 inches of belt versus actually 7 inches of belt. That's okay. Um, and we gain double the broadside 8-inch guns. So instead of 6, we have 12. Not too shabby. Okay, the US and Spain are done fighting. Another message about 400-ton destroyers. That's for Britain. But yeah, we want a war with Spain. We want them on at the end of their supply routes. And we want a war down here where we can capture some of their stuff because we want these. Like these are Pacific islands. Oh no, our technology sharing with Russia. Well, we got a lot out of that. But those are Pacific possessions. And who owns the Pacific? Not us yet, but soon. This is a chance to get some tension that'll hopefully get us into the yellow and maybe grab a possession while we're at it. Spy from France. We're going to handle this quietly because we don't know what tension we're getting here from that event we just did. Tension is reduced due to the recent war with some people. There we go. So we could have done some budget possibly that event with France, but we didn't know what was going to happen. So you can't go too crazy. But we did gain another port, another Chinese possession. Thank you. Didn't have to fire a shot. Okay, tensions go down. And it's another new Fuji class that's going to go into second battle division. And we're past 20 minutes now, so actually let's save the game. Let's make a backup in number 3 there. This episode will be coming out on Friday. It's currently very early Monday morning. It's not even 5 a.m. yet. But I just wanted to make sure that I had the week's worth of episodes done, just so that if something were untoward were to happen to me, you have at least one more week of things to watch. There you go. These Fusos, I'm a little bit tempted to get rid of them. What if we were to scrap them? Okay. We already saved the game. This is just so we need 9 battleships. Okay. Anyhow, we're getting out of there. Exit game. Whoops, that was the wrong button. Normally I sign off by the time I exit game. So there's that. All right. Well, I'm a little bit frazzled but tired. I appreciate you so much, and I will see you next time.